Today I'm going to do a slightly healthier dish than what I've been doing just lately. Yeah, you've had far too many nice puddings and cakes. It's time now to start getting healthy again. But in the summer months it's quite difficult, isn't it? We tend to have a lot of salads and things like that in the warm weather, and we really don't fancy cooking big roast dinners, do we? No. So this, hopefully, this lovely soup I've got for you is sort of a bit of a halfway thing. Bit of cooking, bit of warmth there, but I still think it's great, especially for the summer months. In fact, I'll tell you a secret. I actually cook this in winter as well, so I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. What is this? It is a wonderful Thai chicken soup. That's the best way I can describe it. It's got so many wonderful flavours in there, and I'm sure you, as I said, you're going to really enjoy it. So what do we need to do? Well, first of all, get a nice big pan, and it has to be a fairly large pan because you've got a lot of liquid going in there. So I'm going to stick this on. And then I'm going to pop in about a good couple of tablespoons of oil. Now I'm using rapeseed oil today, which obviously, as you know, if you've seen me before, I've raved about this because it's full of omega. All those lovely omega oils that we need. It's really, really good for you. But you could use groundnut oil or another one, but I'm trying to make this as healthy as possible. And to that, I've got one large onion. And if you can see, I've just halved it and sliced it. So in that goes. And what you're looking for is just to make sure that the onion colours. So, just give that a whir around there. Help it on its way. And as I've said, this is a really nice soup. My family tend to enjoy this because it's slightly different than the other ones I cook. I do a lot of carrot and coriander at home, a lot of leek and potato, and of course the watercress one, which you saw a few weeks ago. And this one is one, again, that they really, really do enjoy. It is a chicken-based one, but you know, I'm sure that if you are vegetarian that you can alter this as well, maybe put some sweet potato or something in its place, or some carrot and things like that. So I think that for you vegetarians and vegans out there, you can just adjust this as to how you like. But I like to use this with leftover chicken. Have you ever had like a Sunday roast, you know, and you've got loads of chicken left and you think, oh, well, I'll make some sandwiches out of that? Well, this is ideal to use it up. So I've got some cooked chicken. So that's what you are going to need for this, is some cooked chicken and not raw chicken. But it is a great way of using up all that lovely chicken you've got left over. That's starting to heat up and get going. Let's have a look at some of the other things that we're going to be popping into this in a minute. I've got 2 whole chopped chilies there, and I've just de-seeded it, and I've only put 2 in. Now, you know what the score is in here. They don't like anything too fiery hot at home. I have actually put 3 to 4 chilies in. And all you're going to do is roughly chop those, but I've got 2 today just to please the crew. I've also got 4 great big nice chunky garlic cloves. Again, super health here, and we're going to just chop them, roughly chop them. You don't need to crush them, just chop it. And a 2.5 centimetre or about an inch cube lump of ginger. And again, all I've done is peeled that and roughly chopped it. I think now we can start adding some of those ingredients, which is good. I'm going to add the chilli first. And the garlic. Keep stirring. And then the ginger. And you're just going to mix that round for around about a minute. I really am into my ginger. I think it's absolutely fantastic. You know, it's a real health food for me. You know, when I've got a cold, I will put some ginger in hot water. It's really good for protecting the lining of your throat and things as well. So have you got a sore throat? Well, this would be really nice to use ginger. You know, it's so good. It's great for the stomach as well. Have you got, like me, children who suffer from travel sickness? Well, you know, give them a piece of crystallized ginger, which is really nice and sugary. You can get it from a lot of health stores and supermarkets now. And just give it to them about an hour before they travel and see how they get on. I certainly know it helps my boys. Right, to that now, I'm going to add 1.5 litres of chicken stock. Again, if you're vegetarian, use a vegetable stock. In that goes. And then to that, we're going to add about 200 grams of new potatoes. Now, all I've done is chop them up into like little quarters because you know what potatoes are like. They seem to take forever to cook, don't they? So in they go, in there. I've left the skins on. I've got some really nice Jersey Royals. And as I say, I do like the skins on them. I don't like to peel them off. It seems such a shame. So in that gets stirred. This is going to take around about 12 minutes to cook. We're just going to get this to the boil, and then we're going to simmer it down. So I've just got to wait now for that to come to the boil, and then put it on a simmer, because then we're going to go to the next stage of coconut. So that came to the boil, and I've just let it get down to a simmer before I add a can of coconut milk. So in that goes too. See, we've really got those Thai flavours in there, all the coconut and things. Yummy, yummy. Then we're going to add a tablespoon of brown sugar. That actually helps to counteract all the flavours and just balances it out. And then we've got a juice of one of the limes. We've got 2 limes, but we're going to put the other one in towards the end. So we're going to put one in first. Let's give that a good squeeze. Half. In goes the other half. And then we're going to add something called fish sauce. Now, this is incredibly pongy, but we're only going to be using 1 tablespoon of it. So in that goes. Again, in Thailand and places like that, you know, they use a lot of this, but it really does add a nice flavour. Of course, if you're vegetarian and vegan, you're going to have to leave this out. So I'm just going to stir that round. And the flavours and the smells, you can just, oh, it's so delicious. This is the wonderful thing about cookery. It can be so therapeutic sometimes, you know, with just even being in your home and you can be chopping away, and you know, I often listen to some nice music when I'm cooking, and you know, and the smells that come through your home, it's truly wonderful, you know. So we're just going to leave that to simmer away for around about 12 minutes. What we're going to be looking for is for those potatoes to get softened. But we've got another thing we've got to do. Now we've got to look at frying off the aubergine, yes. So we want another couple of tablespoons of this lovely rapeseed oil. Here we go, let's have a look. In that goes. And all I've done is get a medium-sized aubergine and literally just chop it into chunks. And what we're going to be doing for this aubergine is we're just going to be coating it in the oil, frying it off, and just so that it's golden on all sides. So as you can see, the aubergines have just got toasty brown, nearly on all sides there. So we're now going to add those to the soup. In you go. Just give it another stir around because it's gently simmering away there. It's still got around about another 6 minutes to go, 6 or 7 minutes to go. We're not going to add the chicken yet. We're going to add the chicken around about 2 minutes before the end of cooking, and then we're going to test for flavouring and add some more lime. So we're just going to let that simmer away for a tiny bit longer. So that's been cooking away nicely. It's only took around about 20 minutes. I mean, how good is that? It really is a beautiful dish, this. And just like so many other Indonesian soups and stews, it's quite a fluid one, which I think's really nice. You've not got the thickness there. You know, I also talk about, obviously, when I'm not feeling very well. And this is gorgeous. Now, if you're not very well with a stomach complaint, you might not actually fancy all the vegetables and things inside it. But if actually you just spoon off the liquor and, you know, and actually just drink that itself, you know, you're still getting all those wonderful vitamins and things in there. It really is a fantastic soup. I cannot rate it enough. So what I'm going to do is just give that a stir. And I'm just going to ladle it up into the bowl, and obviously you can add as many of the vegetables and the wonderful liquor and chicken as you like, but I am sure you are going to be thoroughly delighted with this one. I know, certainly it's lunchtime and I certainly can't wait to get stuck into this.